Welcome to Accesso's ongoing learning series program. Today's video will discuss our exciting new release, location-based qualifiers. At Accesso, we believe technology has the power to redefine the guest experience. Everything we do starts with thinking about the guest experience first, which allows us to help simplify operations, improve guest satisfaction, and drive growth for our clients. My name's Joe Wettstead. I'm Director of Client Success here at accesso ShoWare, and I'm joined in presenting today by Kate MacBean-Valverde, who is a product analyst for accesso ShoWare. Today, we will be sharing some of the great new features in our location-based qualifiers release. Our focus today will be on the accesso ShoWare ticketing suite, offering a complete range of software solutions to empower venues to take full control of their own ticket sales. With solutions for box office, kiosk, online, mobile, call center, and social media sales, the accesso ShoWare solution enables venues to easily control their operations, set fees, and increase overall productivity. So let's get into qualifiers. You may have heard us talk about qualifiers previously, and you may ask, what's different in this release? And this is a fair question and one we'll answer today. Qualifiers Phase 1 brought the ability to set performance level credit card restrictions, enabling venues to run special promotions such as exclusive AmEx pre-sales for specific performances. So let's set the stage for what we will cover in today's learning series, which is again our newest release, location-based qualifiers. Location-based qualifiers are a beneficial, and I might even say a crucial component of many ticketing best practices. From membership to fan club, group sales to season tickets, qualifiers in this new release make the ticket buying experience easy and fluid for your patrons, and it also drastically simplifies the build process in the box office. Today, you'll see that location-based qualifiers expands the possibilities and simplifies the process. Why are location-based qualifiers so important to your ticketing business? The answer is qualifiers have the ability to drive purchase behaviors in a very significant way. Scarcity of resources is the most powerful driver in purchase behavior. For example, there are a limited number of seats available for a short period of time. Driving this message to a targeted audience is extremely effective at selling out inventory at regular price. So as we move forward through the presentation, remember that qualifiers allows you to password protect access to inventory and the related pricing applied to that inventory. So as we talk through discounting and couponing, remember that with qualifiers, you can limit access and control the scarcity of the desired resource, the ticket. So what can we do with qualifiers? And the answer is a lot, but let's just take a look at a couple. Discounted offers. There will be a limited number of seats available at X price for a limited time only using this exclusive code. This aligns well with something I think we're all used to and have seen in the automobile industry advertisements with, here's a price, here's a vehicle, only 2 available at this price, and please mention offer code BMW 3 Fall. Or qualifiers gives you the ability to leverage someone else's marketing database. And you don't always have to think big here. You can partner with the local credit union to offer member-only pre-sales. Qualifiers in its second release, again, can take it from Visa down to the Educational Employees Credit Union Visa. However, if you want to think big, then do partner with Citibank on a Citi Platinum cardholder offer, or partner with a sponsor and quickly allocate inventory for their clients or members to have a special or exclusive pre-sale access or pricing, or both. Qualifiers in its second phase allows credit card pre-sales down to the bin number. In short, this means you can narrow your target audience from Citi Visa down to Citi Visa Platinum. Qualifiers gives you the ability to also test pricing strategies on a limited number of tickets. You can quickly and easily understand what the market potential is and expand or retract pricing models appropriately. Qualifiers makes discounting, special VIP offers, exclusive pricing easier and reduces the risk of overselling at a particular pricing level. I always like to validate with statistics, so let's take a look at a few. Recently released statistics related to promo codes and digital coupon codes for 2018 indicate that e-couponing is on the rise. And this is according to a recent study published by ReadyCloud. It's projected that 31 billion e-coupons will be redeemed in 2019. This is up from 16 billion in 2014. And again, when we talk about couponing in the sense of qualifiers, remember that with qualifiers, we're giving patrons access to something special. They need to unlock something exclusive. This may or may not include a discount. The real takeaway, as you will see, is people like to feel exclusive. They like to get that special offer. 57.5% of internet users have redeemed digital coupons or promo codes. In fact, there were 19.8 million users of promo codes in 2011. That increased to 560 million in 2014 and will easily surpass 1 billion in 2018, according to Juniper Research. And 68% of consumers say digital coupons build brand awareness. And really important, 60% of consumers say they love receiving digital coupons or offers. As I said before, they feel special. And finally, through 2017, 90 million Americans have redeemed at least one digital coupon in a year. Qualifiers Phase 2 gives you even more power and flexibility in delivering ever important offers to your fan base, members, and patrons. So just to summarize, let's take a quick look at the ticket promotion ecosystem and summarize the benefits. Location-based qualifiers benefits promoters by offering bin number level access for credit card pre-sales. So again, rather than just Visa, it can be Citibank Visa and even Platinum or Black Card. Rather than building special pre-sale or VIP experience performances under an event, these high-value special offers can now all be built in the same performance. Distribution. So rather than setting up a special performance for your Gold Star or Groupon offer, these can now be set up in the same performance. And discounting. If you're doing your own discounted offers, it allows you to lock down specific inventory by location and quantity. You can now specify a specific row or even a seat. This comes to mind, official fan of the game. A recent Sharks game, they had 2 special seats that were acquired through a contest where everyone got a unique code, and the winning code, the one with access, was able to acquire those coveted seats. So your promoters are going to absolutely love Qualifiers Phase 2. But location-based qualifiers also has large benefits for the box office. Location-based qualifiers simplifies offering package sales and single ticket sales at the same time. It helps facilitate group sales. So lasso 15 seats for that bachelorette party, make the bride's name the password, and let the group members go online and buy tickets individually. It makes discounted offers through distribution channels like Groupon and Gold Star easier to manage, again, in the same performance. And the real win for the box office, again, is the ability to do it all in one performance. Rather than allocating inventory across multiple performances, one for public, one for Groupon, one for VIP, now with location-based qualifiers, one performance with VIP, discounters, and the public. So with that, we're going to pass things off to Kate to take a real-time look at Qualifiers Phase 2 or Release 2 in action. Kate?
Thank you, Joe. All right, here I'm going to start with a live demo for you guys. And right away, I'm just going to jump right into Qualifiers right here in ShoWare in the back end. So to start off, we have Qualifiers located under Events and Performances. And when you click on it, the first thing you're going to see is create a qualifier and a nice table that we have set up that's showing you actually existing qualifiers. So these have been set up previously. And if we want, we also have this option to include past qualifiers. So everything that's listed here is current, and you can choose to search, include past qualifiers for things that have happened, have expired, old things like that. We also have an option to filter by. So if you have a lot of, current qualifiers set up, you can just quickly type in and find the exact thing that you're looking for. So for these things that I have set up currently, I have a few going on. So first I want to show you what Joe had mentioned in the preview. So we have this Authentic Fan Friday. So I'm going to go in here and show you how we have this set up. So you'll be presented first with a name. And so for this particular case, I want to do an Authentic Fan Friday. Every Friday there's, a new hockey game, and we want to pick out a few, a special fan that has access to some premium seats. So I'm going to call this Authentic Fan Friday. And if I want, I can put a description in here, and that will be displayed. And so down here, we also have a custom sales date period. And with this one, we can set this up to be, this can precede a performance's on sale date and time. So this can be used as a pre-sale, or it can be narrowed down to specifically just, maybe a couple hours, that this fan has access only for a certain amount of time to get these tickets. Or I can span, a much longer time, a full season's worth. So also underneath here, we have the visibility option. And so for something in this situation, I would prefer this to be private. So only a specific fan has access to these tickets, rather than on the public site, anyone, who's, looking around for some tickets to buy. We don't want them to see this because it's not for them. So in this case, this is private. And with that, there will be a special link. I will get to that in a little bit. And that will be sent out directly to the fan. So down here, for this particular qualifier, I have it set up to be specifically for a password. So I have an active password here. This may be an older one. I have maybe have added new games to this, to this qualifier. So I can just add another one. And this can just be a Hockey Fan 1. I can just go ahead and add another password. I can choose to get rid of an active password and, just have this particular one. Anytime a new performance is added, I can change the password every time. So, the new fan for the next Friday game has a brand new password that no one else has used in the past. So I also have the option to set up a few different restrictions here. I'll get to those in a little bit. But for this particular one, I just want to show you how this password one works. So for this game, in my qualified holds tab, you can see that I have some older promotions that have been going on. So this particular performance is still in the future. It's not until this Friday, but it has already been redeemed. So in this particular section, I had 100 total, and I had picked out 3 specifically just for this qualifier. And here it shows me that 3 have already been redeemed, and I have none left for anyone to buy. However, I have coming up another Friday game, and so I want to show here that I have the same section, same amount of seats, and I only have maybe 1. So what I'd like to do is, last time I gave 3 seats away and all 3 were used. And so for this new fan coming up, I have only 1 in this qualifier, but I'd like to add a few more. So I can just jump right in here, and I can edit an existing selection of seats that I have. So currently, I only have 1 seat selected for this particular performance, for this particular qualifier. But you know what? They might want to bring some friends, and I've decided that I want to give them a few extra tickets. So I can just add 2 more in here. And so I'm adding these in addition to the one that's already selected, but I have still 3 total selected. And I can add that to my qualifier. So now this is the same thing as the previous game, but I have not yet sold any of those seats yet. Also, something that's nice is I get this specific link, and this password link. This is related to the access restriction that I have set up on the previous tab. If I have more set up, then I get more links. If I have a membership set up, then I'll specifically get a membership link. So here, this is the password link that I'm going to be sending out to whoever wins this promotion. So that's going to be pretty nice for those people. So I'm going to also show you a different qualifier. So Joe also mentioned that there may be, a bachelorette party coming. And so, maybe this, this soon-to-be bride really likes, hockey, and she wants to celebrate with her friends at a hockey game. So I have this other qualifier set up as a bachelorette party access. And I can come in here, and I can also set this one to be a password, but I can change the password here to be Smith Bachelorette. So maybe, Judy Smith is getting married, and she wants this one to be, private section blocked off for all her friends. And so we can come in here and maybe in this one, I have added 20 seats. And this can be a few rows worth. This can be the entire section. And maybe she has, huge bachelor party, huge ton of friends, and she can add those here. So that would be nice and fun for her. So let's see another one. We have a payment type restriction as well. And Joe did touch on this one. So here, I would like to specifically narrow down a specific bin range. So if I don't have this selected, then I have any other credit card type that's available in the system. So I could have a Visa, I could have American Express, I could have a Discover, I could have anything like that. And any of those can be selected, only one or two can be selected, even just one. However, I also have this bin range. And if I want Visa, but only a very specific Visa, I can choose to type in the bin range here, the start and end, and then add it to the list. And in this case, if this is added, it will identify which credit card has been selected, but it will then restrict any other types. So say I have, American Express was an option or Discover, but because I went to the bin range, it's doing that one specifically. So if I decide, that's too specific, I don't want to just, leave it to this one, I can remove it. And then in here, I have the option. So maybe I'll do American Express and Visa and open this up to a wider audience. And if I go over here, let's save this one. I can go up here, and if I want to add, a new performance, this is coming up on Saturday, I believe, and I want to add a few more, I can bring up this Add Seats button, and this is going to bring up a sort of, pared down box office. So I can choose, I have another hockey season, and I would like to add a few more in here. So let's see, Friday, December 14th, I'd like to reserve some, and let's see what we have. So you'll notice that this is currently, these 3 seats are on hold, and these are on hold because of that the Authentic Fan Friday sale. And so those are reserved for that one specifically. If I want to do these other seats for a Visa and AmEx pre-sale, I'm more than welcome, but maybe I'm just going to give them some seats a little up higher in the section. And, the Authentic Fan gets these premium seats in the front row. Maybe these guys get something up a little higher. So I can choose to add this one to the qualifier. And it's just going to pop up here, and this is going to be the one it added. So here's the 20 seats, still nothing has been sold, and I can choose to send this payment type link out. Now, if I decide that I want this to be something that displays on the front end, visible to anyone who happens to stumble across it, I can make it public, which I did in this case. And that means anyone who sees it can buy it, assuming that they have met the, specified rules. So if, I have a Visa, I have American Express, I can do something like that. So I can change this one, since I opened it up to American Express, I can change it to credit card pre-sale. So where that's going to display is on the front end. So let's show you what that looks like. So this is going to bring up the public site, and I want to buy some tickets here. And so I want to see what it's going to look like. So we're presented with, the typical page. So here's my different dates that I can select. And down here, not only do I have a buy tickets button for this particular game, I also have a credit card pre-sale. Mind you, remember, there are some seats set aside with a different qualifier, but it was set to private. So for this particular game, I may have an Authentic Fan option set up for the 8th or the 14th. If you'll remember, the ones for the 8th have been purchased, and the ones for the 14th for the fan one have not been purchased. But you don't see that option because that one is private, and that's reserved for only a few specific people. And so this one shows the credit card pre-sale. And if I want to go through this, I can choose this one. If it gives me some information like, oh hey, you have Visa or American Express, you're like, oh hey, I have that, I want to buy those seats. So this will present you with a section selection. And in this case, I only have one section available, but if I had more sections, then I could potentially see a few more buttons. So I'll choose the section that I would like, and it's going to take me in. And these are the seats, if you remember, were set aside specifically for this qualifier. And up here, these are a few of the seats that were set apart for the Authentic Fan, but those are unavailable as well as every other seat in this section. And I'm only given these. So if I decide I want these, I'm like, great, I want to reserve these seats. And I can keep going through the entire purchase process. And this is going to take me to a normal basket, and I'm going to proceed through checkout. Let's see. I'm going to just log in here. type that in correctly. And this is going to take me to the checkout page. And this is going to look the same as any other checkout. However, you'll notice that the Visa and American Express buttons are the only ones that are visible. These are the only two types of credit cards that are allowed when I can buy these seats. So I can just enter any card that's applicable and then use that payment and then complete the order, and then I'm good to go. And if I want, I can go back to the main page and buy a different set of tickets. I can buy any other tickets that I want. These were just specifically for that credit card special access. So in addition to this, I'm also going to show what it looks like in the box office if I'm selling these seats to people. And I want to show what that will look like. So I can go search by my hockey season. I'm going to go look by, let's see, the 14th, and I want to select some seats. And here, you'll see that these are blocked out. So these currently are the 3 that were being purchased. These up here were for the authentic fan. And over here, this is particularly for that qualifier. So we have this whole category up here, and I can choose this one. So I can choose to unlock just the authentic fan Friday. Maybe that fan, got their password or whatever restriction they had and have walked up to the box office in order to buy their tickets. They're more than able to. So I can choose this authentic fan Friday, and I can unlock just those seats. I also have the option, that wasn't the correct one. This is for people, with Visa or presale. And so I can unlock those as well. And I can see all those seats. And then you can just select those and you can continue on with your purchase process. So I would say that's pretty much what I have to show you guys. So I'm going to give it back to Joe.
Awesome. Thanks, Kate, for a great demo. And thank you all for watching our learning series video, Amplify Your Marketing with accesso ShoWare Qualifiers. If you have any questions about the new location-based qualifiers release, please contact your CSM or email showarehelp@accesso.com. If you'd like to learn more about our accesso ShoWare solution, please contact sales@accesso.com. Thank you again for watching, and we hope you have a great day.